Oh, it was a crit. That'll do it. That'll do it. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Berman. Today, we are hitting the VGC Regulation E ranked ladder with this Dry Skin Surf Toxicroak team. Before we begin, if you wouldn't mind liking, commenting, subscribing, helping this video reach more people, helping the channel grow, any buttons you press before you leave this video today will help the algorithm push this video to people who are not subscribed. And the reason that's important is because the goal has been for the past few months to get to 10K subscribers by the end of the year. We're currently sitting at 8,300. December just started. I think it's possible. I think the trajectory is there, but only if you keep doing the amazing work of interacting with the videos. Everybody does so nice. I see so many comments that are just like liking, commenting for the algorithm. It's so nice of you. We can do it. Thank you so much. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I typically stream. I actually cannot stream tomorrow night. I am so sorry about that. Something came up. But normally, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I often battle against the chat. In case that's interesting to you, hit the notification bell so you do not miss it and so that you can attend and get yourself on the list. Now, Regulation E is coming to a close relatively soon. This is the final month of it. But before we leave, by my calculations, today is actually a very special day because today is, and I could be wrong because I oftentimes am wrong in naming my files and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that this is the 100th Pokeberm Scarlet and Violet ranked battle video. Well, we're pretty close to 100. It's named 100 in my database. And for that reason, we're using this team. It's a Toxicroak team. Croagunk is sort of a pseudo mascot of the channel. Obviously, you see him popping up asking you to like, comment, and subscribe every video multiple times. And today, I thought it would be suiting to celebrate the 100th by bringing you his evolution, Toxicroak, here. Now, this team has some fun things to it. Toxicroak itself is unique for the fact that it gets dry skin, an ability that does not get a ton of use. Basically, it makes it immune to water moves, and that's the most important thing, is that it's immune to the water moves, right? Surging Strikes literally can't hurt Toxicroak. It also does heal when you hit it with water moves by a quarter of its HP, which is not bad. This is an Assault Vest, max attack, max HP Toxicroak. We're not even trying to go fast necessarily because we have Fake Out and we have Sucker Punch. Those are the biggest things. And Toxicroak doesn't do too bad against Flutterman because it's weak for the fighting, but it then resists for the poison. So it's not actually that bad. And you can smack something in the face with a Gunk Shot. Rillabooms also hate to see that. We also have the Ogerpon that has Water Absorb. It's kind of underneath my... It's right here. It's underneath my face. But the fun thing about all of that is we're running a false Dragonite Chien-Pao duo. So this Dragonite is actually a special attacker. Opponents are going to see the Chien-Pao. They're going to assume that we're running E-Speed Dragonite. In fact, it is E-Speed Arcanine, and everything else on the team is physical, but the Dragonite is the one thing that is actually not physical. We're going to see if we can't catch some opponents sleeping today. It's multi-scale, it can set Tailwind, it can also hit things really hard with Surf, and it is that Water Tera to boost the Surf and also resist any oncoming ice moves. I think it could be fun to catch a Hisui and Arcanine sleeping. I feel like Hisui and Arcanine is always a pretty good answer into Chien-Pao Dragonite, so if we can catch one of those with the Surf, that'd be pretty cool too. If not, you'll be able to when you borrow this rental code. It's on screen, it's in the description below, as well as a Poke Paste and the full team breakdown, always. Let's celebrate 100 videos today. Let's try and keep pushing to 100K. Lots of multiples of 10. 100K, that's next year. That's next year, baby. Without any further ado, Jesus Christ. Let's hop into some battles here, shall we? Well, if it isn't my old friend, Toxicroak had to go up against Monkey Dory here. Classic. I'll tell you something I do like to see. I actually think we have a pretty good matchup against this team, to be totally honest. We have stuff for the Golden Go, which I rarely have, but today we have 3 Pokemon with Sucker Punch. And the Hisui and Arcanine. We also have a Steel type and a Poison type for the Monkey Dory, although the Psychic could be something I gotta look out for. We have stuff for the Rillaboom, plenty of stuff for the Rillaboom. We have the Water Absorb for what's probably a Water Urshifu because they don't have a Water type. We have the King Gambit for the Intimidate. There's tons of stuff that we can actually pull off here, I think. I also think I have a really good matchup just with Dragonite. They're not going to fake out Dragonite. because they're going to think that I might be inner focus, but I'm not. I'm multi-scale. Typically, you still don't fake out into them, though, so it's kind of like a false second ability. We're going to bring you. Yeah, we're not going to bring the Shenpao. I'm thinking we're going to go full Surf with it. I don't always bring Dragonite. Sometimes it just doesn't need to happen because I feel like I don't need Tailwind. And I don't necessarily need Tailwind in this game, although I'll set it if they set it. It's more about the fact that Surf is pretty good into this team, I think. Or just having a Water Tera Dragonite might be the play. I don't think I actually do want to Tera my Ogerpon in the back. And you're not going to want to a ton, but because we want the Water Absorb, and we also want to have that half resistance to Grass. Okay. Do I need to Tailwind? Let's think about this, actually. Let's do it. And let's attempt to fake out the Torn. We have one turn of multi-scale, so let's see what Toxicroak is capable of. They're going to swap out the Torn hard, which means that we are going to be left with Tailwind here. After this turn. Let's see how much the Make It Rain does if they go for it. Yep. What do we got? We took that pretty good. Not terrible. I could kind of see the Golden Ghost switching out, to be honest. I feel like it's obvious that Dragonite is multi-scale now. We don't want to be Water Dragonite as long as Rillaboom's still alive. I could double into the Rillaboom. Because we have the Kingambit in the back to Sucker Punch the Golden Go later on. They do just fake out Dragonite there. Let's land this Gunk Shot. Come on, Toxicroak. Oh, that was such a big kill. Let's go, dude. Another Make It Rain isn't even going to kill with the -1 special attack drop. Yeah, baby. Get that citrus back. Do I preserve the fake out? I think I'm going to preserve the fake out, actually. We could Surf here. I could bring in Ogerpon on this turn. Oblique Wind Storm would suck. Potentially. Would that be throwing, though? I feel like they're going to just set it late Tailwind, which, honestly, in an endgame with a bunch of Sucker Punch users in the back, I don't care too much about. They do just set the Tailwind. Who goes next here? It might be the Golden Go. It is. Dragonite is bulky as hell. This is a modest max HP Dragonite. It is not actually even timid. We're going to give the Water Absorb back to Ogerpon. Phenomenal stuff, gang. Really, really good. And now that the Rillaboom's gone, we have the freedom of being able to go Water Ogerpon, which is absolutely the play here. We switch into Kingambit right now to resist anything that my opponent does here. I go water. And I think I just Ivy Cudgel you. I still think the Golden Go might switch out. There it goes. Oh my god. Water Ogerpon is the perfect Pokemon in this end game. You can just follow me. Lots of stuff we can do. We move first here, too. Goodbye, Torn. No more Tailwind, but that's okay, because the Pokemon that I now want to use... I'm going to kowtow you, actually. Yeah. I'm going to kowtow, not Sucker Punch. Because all we got to do here is follow me. And if they want to, like, make it rain, they can, but it's not going to kill King Gambit. And it won't be enough to drop Ogerpon after the special defense boost, so we will be able to also pull focus from the Urshifu. We should. They go for the CC. Ogerpon survives that. Nice defense drop. Never hated. A Thunderbolt, actually. That's very interesting. My opponent's doing all the right things. I think they might be locked into... I think they might be scarfed on the Golden Go or something. I can see it. All right. Things are a little bit iffy here now, actually. I think I just kowtow the Golden Go while I fake out the... Or do I Sucker Punch the Golden Go? I might need to Sucker Punch it. I might need to make it so that it doesn't kill Toxicroak, actually. Does a Sucker Punch... It's going to be tight. Does a Sucker Punch kill there? It might not. Dude, I'd be so sad to lose this game, actually. I think we played so well. Oh, King Gambit, you monster. I think that wins it for us. Have we not killed the Golden Go there and it was able to kill my Toxicroak? I don't know that we have the power between King Gambit and Dragonite to for sure kill the Urshifu. I could see like a miss too on something might be really bad. But now we can kowtow. Now we can Drain Punch. And if they close combat into the King Gambit... Oh, they just cancel the battle. If they close combat into the King Gambit there, they drop their defense, and then Toxicroak finishes that game. Or if they close combat in Toxicroak, then we bring in Dragonite, and whatever HP that was left... They had to close combat there, really, and they had to lower their defense in that exact interaction, because they could not kill King Gambit with Surging Strikes, and they could not even hit Toxicroak with Surging Strikes. So what that results in is a defense drop where the other one, because they're slower, get to come in on the same turn and deal a ton of damage. And even if that doesn't kill, Urshifu is a really good Pokemon, but it does not get spread moves. So we still have 2 Pokemon, either Toxicroak and Dragonite or Kingambit and Dragonite, to finish that game. We just needed to kill that Golden Go in the end, and I'm really glad that we picked it up. I think Toxicroak was a pretty good player there. Being able to drop a Rillaboom in one hit, that's a valuable member of the team. Good game to my opponent. Ooh, Trick Room, Trick Room, Trick Room, Trick Room. Imagine it's Tailwind. One of these Pokemon is a special Zoroark that has illusion at team preview. Okay. It's gonna be tough. Like, I have the Sucker Punch, but the bigger thing is just that I can't. I need to kill the Indeedee and get rid of the Psychic Train so that I can Sucker Punch stuff. That's a tall order. I can leave with these 2. Gotta get the Ice Spinner going. Like that. That's literally an incredibly important part of this strategy. Fake Out would then be important if I, hypothetically I can pull this off. And then maybe just my Spiky Shield user. The other 2 Pokemon don't have Protect, and if I'm thinking Trick Room's going to happen here, and I think it is. Gotta stall it somehow. This is going to be a tough one. Trick Room isn't like an issue. It just really is like the kind of Trick Room that they bring. Like, because it's not just Trick Room, it's Trick Room Psychic Terrain, which I know a lot of Trick Rooms use Indeedee. Let's see. What's this nerd got? Who'da thunk it? Well, we know for a fact that they will not be Psychic Expanding Forcing, right? So I gotta go Dark here so that I'm not double weak to this fire move, and I have to kill the Indeedee and get rid of its terrain, like I said. If I can do this, ooh, they're also gonna Tera. Then Sucker Punch is active. They're gonna go Fairy for it. Let's see if it's enough. Because I'm also boosting here. And I have the Sword of Ruin. And I didn't see any items that would help it live so far. Let's see. They go for the Follow Me. Is to be expected. Oh, it was a crit. That'll do it. That'll do it. Get out of here, weirdness. We go next because they're going for. They're going for. Yep. So far, so good. And in fact, the fact that they Terra'd the Indeedee to try to live that there, I want to know if the crit mattered. Nah, let my opponent salty calc it. That's not my problem. The fact that they Terra'd the Indeedee to try to live that means they cannot now Tera the Armarouge. So that thing will remain a Psychic type, and I have all 3 of my Sucker Punchers in this game. We protect Chien-Pao. We actually double protect here. Just start stalling. We'll begin the stall. They go for a Hyper Voice. Okay. We actually have 3 Pokemon weak to fire in this game, too, because Dry Skin does make Toxicroak weak to fire. Alright. I think I saved Chen Pao. We're going to swap in Toxicroak. It could probably take a Hyper Voice, non-throat. People ask me this. People are like, why do you run Normal Gem on Ursaluna? I have a video where I run Normal Gem. And not Throat Spray. Throat Spray is a good item, but right now, it can only deal its neutral special attack damage output because it doesn't have that special attack boost yet. If it's Throat Spray, it only gets that on the second turn, which allows your opponent time to stall it out. We will Sucker Punch the Armarouge now. If it's Focus Sash, I'll be sad. And I think that because... Oh, thank God. I think because it's not boosted yet, we might both live this Hyper Voice now. Oh, so easily. So easily. They weren't Throat Spray though, right? No. My instinct is to try and fake out this guy. If they fake out Toxicroak, they'll stop that. But that'll mean that they don't Drain Punch. Which means that I'll be able to kowtow you. They fake out Gambit there, so we just trade fake outs, which I'm not mad about, personally. I think we're just bringing Chen Pao here. We bring in Chen Pao, and we Sucker Punch this guy. It'll do a ton of damage. Like, King Gambit's most useful thing it can do right now is deal damage to the Pokemon, to the Ursaluna. Because it can't really do a ton to the Iron Hands. And Iron Hands would just heal itself hitting King Gambit. Ooh, didn't get the kill. All right. Earth Power. It's going to drop Chen Pao. It's going to be a 2-on-2 situation. Right. Okay. But we're no longer in the Trick Room, which is massive. And there's not a ton. And Drain Punch is not good for into Toxicroak. This is a toughie. It's going to be a squeaker. Let us. I could fake out the Iron Hands. Yeah, I'm going to fake out the Iron Hands and just get the easy. I'll Horn Leech into you, I guess. Nobody needs to get hurt on this turn. And then next turn, I'll just start Drain Punching and Ivy Cudgeling. It's 2 Pokemon versus an Iron Hands. Iron Hands is good. But just like Urshifu, Iron Hands does not get spread moves. So it's got to target down, and I don't know that it can actually kill either of these Pokemon outright. So let's just start dealing damage and see where they target, and maybe a Spiky Shield comes into play next turn. Right now, though, since I have the Pokemon advantage, I don't need to predict to protect. That's good damage. Let's see if they Drain Punch and how much that does to Ogerpon. Just a Wild Charge. Take that recoil, baby. Toxicroak is living it, too. Not bad. Toxicroak coming up big in this game, too. You love to see it from the man. From the lad. Ooh. Like, comment, subscribe for like, subscribe. Good game to my opponent. Interesting. This is a double. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right. I think I need to bank on the fact that we're going to leave with you and we're going to leave with you. I think I need to bank on the fact that they're either going to leave with those top two Pokemon or they're going to leave with the Indeedee Armorish. And if I can, and the Chen Pao helps me get rid of the Hisui and Lilligant and helps me stop the Psychic Train. So I think bringing it doesn't hurt me in either of those leads. I mean, I really shouldn't bring Toxicroak to this game at all. It's weak to almost every single thing. It's weak to Psychic and it's weak to Fire. I think you could be pretty good. And I actually think... I don't want to bank on the E-Speed being able to come, is the thing. Because I don't want to... I didn't want to bank on being able to get rid of Psychic Drain. But... like, I don't want to... Just because we did it last game doesn't mean that we're going to do it again. And... saying that, I'm also kind of... Like, I brought... King Gambit, assuming I could Sucker Punch, but that's sort of the same thing. I think ideally I don't bring King Gambit to this game, and I actually bring Arcanine instead. They're going to leave with these two, though, so... The play here is to fake out the Torkoal, actually, and to just Ice Spinner the Lilligant. If they Tera Ghost, hopefully they're Tera Ghosting the Lilligant. Oh, no. Oh, that's all right. You fake out that Pokemon, because I think the Lilligant is far more likely to have the Covert Cloak here than the Torkoal is. It's also far more likely to have the Focus Sash. And there's the Focus Sash. I'm actually going to get hurt every turn because of the sun. Yeah, Toxicroak should be nowhere near this game. Do we Tera Toxicroak for... I don't think so. I think I just Sucker Punch twice into Torkoal. To really get that eruption as low as possible. Bang, bang. They just waste the turn on the After You, which means nothing if I've already Sucker Punched it twice. And they try the eruption. That thing's in the red. This might not kill either of my Pokemon here. It's still just so much, considering. Wow. Let's Drain Punch the Lilligant and protect Chen Pao here. I could see a Heat Wave coming out, and if the Heat Wave comes out, then honestly, then this was the wrong play, actually. Oh, interesting. Are they going to try and Sleep Powder me or something? Do they miss? No, they go into the Chen Pao. Okay. Great play on my part, then. Everything's perfect. I should not have attacked the Torkoal there. In retrospect, I read them like a book and had no questions about it. I can't believe Toxicroak's out here under sun. There's the Indeedee. We will get to Ice Spinner this away, though. So that's great. Let's attempt the Drain Punch into the Torkoal. They're probably just going to follow me. If they... Actually, if they Trick Room here... Well, they just protected Torkoal. I'm going to Drain Punch into that. No, I'm going to Gunk Shot into that slot. I should have a better chance of... If they follow me, then I can maybe kill the Indeedee here. I'm not scared of the Torkoal anymore. Goodbye, Psychic Terrain, just like last time. And Toxicroak hasn't missed a single Gunk Shot all day. Let's go, dude. Dude doesn't miss. This might kill Toxicroak. It's been taking that, Toxicroak. Will it die in between turns to Sun? That's the big question. Oh, no. Like, comment, subscribe, dude. Good soldier. You done good, kid. I still have my Tera now, too. Let's see what this last Pokemon is, and that'll totally decide whether I need to Tera or not. It's the Drago. That makes me so happy. That makes me genuinely so happy. I just Tera Dark right here, and I Sucker Punch the absolute hell out of this thing, which is so only possible because we Ice Spinnered to kill the Indeedee. I can't believe we did that twice in this video. And we just Ivy Cudgel you. Actually, the optimal play there was still to Sucker Punch into the Drago, but I guess the better play is to Tera the Ogerpon there. Because basically I just got rid of my resistance. It's not going to matter because I really just needed to deal damage so that the Dragon Energy does nothing. But the optimal play there is actually to give my Ogerpon the special defense boost. It's a coin flip. Tera Dark does... I just read super hard they were going to click Dragon Energy there. Technically, there's a world in which they use a different move. And in that case, I should have given my Ogerpon the special defense boost and remained a Steel type so Kingambit resisted Dragon moves. But because I was pretty freaking sure they were going for Dragon Energy there, Sucker Punch makes it so that it has less HP than if I hadn't Tera Darked. And that means that Dragon Energy's damage output is less for that reason, you know? Battle was canceled. Good game to my opponent. 3 up, 3 down. Couldn't be happier about the performance today. Toxicroak battling through the sun to help us pull that one out. Good game to my opponent. Hey, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you want to use this super fun dry skin Toxicroak team, it's winter time in so many parts of the world. It's the perfect time for dry skin. Don't be ashamed. Please be my guest. Rental code PokePass, full team breakdown in the description below. Thank you so much for coming and celebrating, whether you knew it or not. The 100th Scarlet and Violet video, probably. It's insane. Like 100 makes me both scared that 100 went by that fast, but also so happy that we're still doing this. We're still going strong. And thank you so much for just supporting the channel for 100 Scarlet and Violet videos. It's so wild. Keep pushing. We're almost at 10K. This time last year, I was hoping, crossing my fingers, that we'd reach 2,500 subscribers by the end of the year. And now we're pushing 10K. Look at us. Hey, look at us. Couldn't be happier. And so proud of Toxicroak today. The big brother of one of our channel mascots. So cool. Again, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. I typically stream. Can't this week. Apologize for that late notice call. But yeah, set your notifications if you want to drop by for one. Let me know if you use this team. Let me hear you in the comments regardless. And until next time, my name is Berm. Thank you so much for even clicking on the video in the first place today. And until next time, see you later.